Right, we're back. Right, can you guys actually see the PC? Yes, you can. Right, so as you can see, the motherboard is in, CPU is in. I don't know how good you can see, probably a bit blurry. Right, let's clean the camera and then put it back for you guys to see. How much of that PC can you actually see down there? Wait. You need to read the chat. Right, so I'm hoping all the connectors are in the right place. I'll say, because that was a bit of a pain in the arse, and the fact that it didn't really tell me too much. You reading it?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yes, I forgot about this. Little window. Right. That goes in there like that. I think I'm pretty much back together now, just the RAM and the graphics card to go. Oh, and the LEDs. Oi!
Yes.
Sorry guys, the lazy trout.
What there is Raider saying no picture.
No picture?
Yeah, when it... I can't...
What do you mean no picture? There is picture.
I don't know. Nancy said, hey... Oh no, Ollie Farmer said, hey... You're gonna have to reinstall everything, alright? Why don't you answer your phone? He said, much how right? Jade is blind, he said.
Why don't I answer my phone? When did you ring me?
Called you twice today, he said.
Well, my phone's been over the other side of the room because I've got the PC in pieces. And as you full well know, my phone lives on silent. And when I'm busy doing something, I don't like to be disturbed, Matthew. Why are you being such a fucking pain in the arse? 1. 2. Oh my god, you're absolutely fucking useless. Give me that. No more. Right. Right, so 6-pin CPU power plug needs to plug in. Right, that's in. I need that. Right, that sits in there. That goes round the back. That plugs in there. And then this. Yeah, for any of you that haven't noticed, Jade's gone to sleep because she's lazy. Lazy. Right, screwdriver. Should be able to start putting this back on the wall in a minute. Did I take the boost off? What boost? The boots. Oh. Yeah, she took her boots off. Lazy cow. That's all she ever bloody does is go to sleep. Right, and I think we're done. I think we'll build Jade's one next week. Seeing she's too bloody lazy to even help. Right, that's all the ramming, water coolers on, pumps plugged in, graphics cards plugged back in, M.2's in. I think we should be good to go back onto the wall. Let's take you guys back over the other side of the room. Put you back on the window shelf for now. Well, I've got to put the back panel on first, and the
Oh,
wake up. Right, let me put the back panel and that back on, and the wall mounting bracket, and I'll be back with you guys. Right, I've got 4 screws to put onto the case, and then I'll put it back on the wall. So just bear with me, guys. I will be back in a sec. Okay, you're going to have to come help me.
What?
Come on.
What?
Take these. And this. No.
What's in my dreams?
I need all the stuff. We need to put all the screws back in the back of this.
Top's not in. Will it help you?
Do you remember which one of these it was in? These two.
No, I'm sure it'll be what it'll fix. Oh, it's not nice. What's the thumb screws in?
I'll just give you all the screws.
Not the thumb screws, you
The
do.
thumb screws are under that paper. Get some more. Do one more.
No.
Where's that one?
That's all right.
Is that the one that you dropped earlier, was it?
Mm.
You need to make sure you put the washers underneath there.
No, I'm getting the washers.
Well, we are still here. We will be back in a minute. As I say, I mean, you're just staring at a wall right now, but the PC is getting back together. So again, you're just looking at the back of the screens. Jade's over there just putting the wall bracket back on. So once the wall bracket's back on, it can go back on the wall, and then we'll get round to building Jade's PC at some point. She's not in no rush at the moment. She's not off until Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So we'll figure it out then sometime. And it will be plugging all the wires back in. Woo! Yeah, the strings hang down the bottom, don't they? Does that string hang down so you can get to it? Yes. Wasn't you trying to ring me? It was Matt trying to ring you.
Why was he trying to ring me?
I don't know, put phone on. You can't go back to sleep yet. Because you're going to need to make sure that the strings don't pop through. Right.
You actually had one call from that today.
Huh?
You actually had one call from that today.
Yeah, but you tried ringing me first.
Yeah.
I'm missing a cable here, Jade.
What cable? There's one attached to it. There's another one on your desk. There's a single one and the one that's got multiples on.
Yeah, that one goes to the power. It goes to the power one.
They were all attached. I didn't unplug any cables.
Oh, there was one missing.
So I've got a message back from the Universal Credit saying
Yeah, I'm
You're-
live.
saying that you regarding you reported the change regarding your stepdaughter on the 25th of the 10th, which is when the extra entitlement was applied from. If you wish to request that the reward be backdated, you need to state the reason as to why you did not report it earlier and the date you required it backdated to. We require as much information as possible. Your case will then be referred to decision
really for the many earlier?
No, I think, you know, like Rachel said, that it should have been backdated to the day that you applied for the DLA. Because obviously they don't know the date that we applied for it.
Because we didn't know if we was going to get a decision or not. Almost done, guys. Just trying to sort out these LEDs that are being a royal pain in the arse right now.
Did you find the other cable?
No, not yet.
I didn't unplug it.
Well, something's not right.
What? The cables that are hanging off your things, one went into one end of the one that was still
Yes,
attached,
I know that, Jade.
and one went into the other one.
Still missing a cable somewhere. There's definitely a cable missing, Jade.
I haven't touched any cable.
Look, one cable. Most of that can go into there. Right. So unless that goes to there. Like that. And this. Yeah. There's a pin there. Sorry about the wait, guys. Pain in the arse. Right, here we go. Try not to chuck it on the floor. This thing weighs a fucking ton. No, Joe, coming up. Not.
Yes. You always insist on doing this, and I never want to be a part of this, and I always end
Hold
up
the
having
strings.
to help. Right?
Right, let go. Tell me where the hook is. Where's the top hook?
There.
Right.
Back to the wall. Down.
That's not on. It's not on.
Yes, right.
Hold the strings.
It's not locking.
Right, hold up. Why is that not locking in?
No, the bottom's locking. I mean, the top's in, but the bottom's not locking.
Do you want to get your torch?
Still can't understand why it's not locking into play.
Right, pull them strings again.
Yeah.
Right, they should snap into place. Is there something obstructing it?
No.
Why is the cunt not locking in?
Maybe lift it up a bit.
Lift it up a bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come off the top one of them, won't it?
No, it's not even touching it. Like, it's on the top runner, but like the bottom's not even touching the bracket, so I don't even know what that's all about. Because the bottom of the bracket's just like this, there's no
Yeah.
bit sticking out, is there? So, fuck knows.
And so them silver clips are meant to pop back up.
Well, they're not even touching the bracket there.
I know that because they're in the downwards position, but when I push it against the wall,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they're nowhere near to even pop. Like, they've got nothing to. Don't know. Right, put it on the wall.
Right, tell me when.
Right, bring it down. Yeah. Just not popping back up. Just not going.
They were popped up, you just pulled them back down.
Yeah, but they weren't locked onto anything. Were they?
You can't get into the other side. That's alright. That's fine. That's fine. Leave it.
Oh, okay. It's on the wall anyway.
If it falls down and breaks, we got house insurance.
Yeah.
It's all gravy. Right, so what have I missed? Hello, folk.
I haven't missed anything.
Right, well, she's back on the wall. Thank fuck for that. Right, let's get some bits plugged back in. Right. That's one. That's two. I don't like that. Two. Probably would be best to try and plug the power in and make sure it powers on first, wouldn't it? Where the fuck is the power plug for a start? That would be a great start. That's none of those. This is my power plug, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, where's yours?
Mine are all plugged into my USB. My thing behind the thing, I think.
Where's your power plug for your tower?
I don't know.
Well, you unplugged it.
Didn't you chuck it in underneath my computer, underneath your desk?
So that one's yours then, is it?
I guess so.
So where's my one gone? Is it? Yes. Right, how the fuck am I going to do this? Oh, it lit up. Oh, it's glowing. Yeah, buddy. It's a good start. Let's turn her on. No power. Houston, we have a problem. That is not good. Just struggle getting that cunt up there, and now it's got to come back down. There's a reset button on here as well somewhere. Where's the fucking reset button? Why have we got no power? The motherboard's getting power. The CPU socket's getting power. Everything's all plugged in. Power supply's plugged in. The board's getting power. I bet this is something to do. No. Fucking God. I bet it's to do with them stupid fucking little pins. I bet you any money. Yeah, I've got the 24 pin attached, and I've also got the CPU wire attached. But the only problem is I've now got to take the fucking graphics card back out to be able to get to it. Get to the stupid little fucking pins. So I've got power going to the board for sure, because the LED's lit up on the board, so it's not an issue to the board. Oh come on, stop being an arsehole all your life. Right, I need to get the light. 2 secs, guys. Bet it's one of these stupid little fucking pins. I bet you any money. Right. Yeah, I checked that earlier on, Raider, like as I was plugging them in. Made sure I had positive and negative, but as I say, the diagram in this book is absolute shockingly shit. See, it doesn't state if the pins are meant to go plus minus side by side or plus minus up and down. It doesn't state. Right, I've got the 2 pins off because on my other board they went across, but on this board it doesn't state. See, hard drive plus is on the bottom, hard drive minus is on the bottom, then you've got power indicator LED is on the first pin, which is plus minus, and then all it says is power, and then next to that it says ground, below that it says ground, and then it says reset switch. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't state which way the connectors are meant to go. And I had them, oh bollocks, just knocked all the screws on the floor. I had them going up and down, but for some reason it didn't want to fire up. So I'm going to try again. Get off me. No, I don't want to put that inside the PC. Fucking get off me. Oh my days, get off. Right, so power, apparently power's next and then reset. Right. Power. And this is exactly where I took them out of, Radar, and I'm putting them back in exactly the same place. This is what the book tells, and you said that, you know, it's meant to be up and down. I'm following the instructions, and this is exactly where I took them out of. So we'll see. If this fires up, I'm gonna fucking freak, and I don't know why. So this is exactly the same pins that I just took these off of, and I'm putting them back onto, because that's what the book says. And oh, come on, you fucking slag. I hate these stupid pins. Right. Right, that is all the pins connected to the board. Right, make sure none of these cables are pulling. Right, that's plugged in, that's plugged in, all of those are plugged in. All of those are plugged in. See, PC building is fun when it goes right, and when the manufacturer gives you decent instructions instead of a stupid little dot diagram with, you know, why doesn't it say power switch plus, power switch minus, instead of just power switch and ground next to each other and then up and down as well? You know, it's Absolutely ridiculous. Right, before I even bother plugging the graphics card back in, I'm going to see if this one gets power. Right, the motherboard has power. Yay! So, I have no idea, Raider, why the hell that didn't work, because it's in exactly the same orientation that I put it in the first place. And the PC just shut off. Looks like we're in a boot loop. Right, we've hit white light, which is good. So it goes orange. Do we get a green light on this board? Because I've got a green light on the other. Yep, we've got a green light. Okay, so looks like we're up and running. Gonna have to obviously turn it off now, and then we're gonna have to turn the power supply off, take the power plug out, and then put the graphics card back in. I really don't know why that didn't work. I'm so confused about that.
Maybe it was having a fart.
I don't know. Like I said earlier, PC gaming is a joyful thing when they work, guys. Yep, the card's now going back in, Raider. And then I'll have to plug in all the other cables and stuff. Right, there's the card. Oh, now I can't fucking see. Jay, can I have another one of them hex screws? Go on, huff like an old banshee, go on.
Right there.
I don't need any more, I just need one.
Well, there's some in your pocket just in case.
Well, there ain't a just in case because I'm finished.
Well,
Right, now is the moment of truth to see if what are you saying there, Raider? What was that? Yeah, little legs. Oh, for fuck's sake, where's the chat gone? I'm going to have to also purchase another Windows key, because when you change motherboards, the key's bound to the motherboard. And now I still can't fucking see what I'm doing. No worries, Mr. Tezerman. Oh, get off. This is meant to be a joyful experience, but it's turning into being a pain in the arse. At least when I get my new graphics card, I haven't got to take the whole fucking computer off the wall. I could just literally unplumb this one and plumb the new one straight in. Right. Test number 2. Oh, no power cable.
No.
Shut your face, woman. Right. So this is the most important cable.
Power?
Nope. Well, yeah, there is the power cable, that is quite important, but the Ethernet lead. Oh, that's your Ethernet lead. I was wondering why that was so long. That's your one, this is my one. Right. Sorry guys, I'm not purposely being ignorant. Don't tell Jade to shut up. If I'd done that to my bird, I'd get a smack.
No, it just means I have to get back home.
Look, little legs, mate. You're clearly doing it wrong. Women should be seen and not heard, mate. That's the way it goes, mate. You sit them in the corner. You put a lead weight round her ankle, and you tie them to the kitchen sink. You're clearly just too out of practice, little legs. That's what it is, mate.
Practice, he's only a baby.
I know he's only a baby.
Probably his first girlfriend. This is all cotton socks.
How do you know he's got cotton socks?
Saying, you know.
I can't see your comments, guys. The phone's too far away.
Let me see. I didn't realise you were that kinky, said Tessa.
Oh, Tessa, baby.
SPEC Gaming said hashtag dislike out of jealousy.
Dislike out of jealousy. Sorry, man.
Ray said turn on XMP.
Yeah, I know about the XMP profile, mate. I run 3200 on the XMP.
Little Leg said you're a kinky donkey.
But the only problem is, little legs, 9 times out of 10 she doesn't argue with me, so I get pretty bored, so I just do it to wind her up even more. If she actually argued back with me, then I would have no excuse to wind her up.
Oh, it's not bothered.
And this, guys, is what I'm saying about cables. Cables everywhere. And that's only half of them. The rest of them are hidden under the desk. Right, you're going to hear the old squeaking desk again now, guys, after I push this back. I don't know what's going on here. My LEDs are not staying up where they're meant to stay. Oh, bollocks. There we go. I'll be glad when I do away with this desk and I get my monitor, the monitor stand and all of that. But then I'm going to have to try and find somewhere else to hide the bloody wires. I need a cloth. Oh, fuck. Does help if I put the telly back on the wall, really, doesn't it? Right. Did no one notice about the TV, no? Was it just me? Right, all these will get cable tied together, minus the power supply cable though. And one will come out the way. All of that can get sorted out in a minute. Is that on there? Yep, she's up there. That's fucking annoying. What the fuck is that? Well, it's up there. Fuck it. I'll do. If it stays up there is another matter, but it's up there. Meh. Right. Okie dokies. Do you want to go get the pig up, Jade? Right, so that is one updated PC to the i9, and I think this could do with shuffling over a bit like so. That gives more room for the cables once I cable tie. Can I still get to the, yeah, I could still get to the switch. And I need to plug my Blue Yeti back in. Even a USB socket. Torch. Not tough, you're not anymore. No, that is not. That would explain why they didn't want to plug in there then, wouldn't it, Dave? Right, that one's there. Is there anything else I need to plug in? Right, Jade, don't worry, I found it. And this one is for the Corsair headset. This one was plugged in the front somewhere. Oh, did you hear my arm just pop? Let's try and find a space in the back. Sure, I've got one more. There. Right. As far as I'm aware, everything is all plumbed in. All the cables I need are there. All of that's plugged in. That's good. Didn't see any loose wires. That's plugged in. Headset cable. Digital dash, yeah, that's plugged in. It's alive. Sorry, I didn't realise your foot was there. Right. So, here goes the moment of truth. Is that a fucking Sniffers? Long time no see, brother. So, as you can see, she is fully built and back on the wall. All the screens and everything are plugged in. I've got to get some cable ties. I have got some. Right, here we go. Not a new computer sniff. I upgraded the motherboard and to an i9 processor. So here's the new motherboard that I got, which is the Z390H gaming ASUS motherboard. And yeah, also got the i9, and then next will be the 2080 Ti graphics card. CPU fan error. There is not a fan error, mate. I'm definitely plumbed into the right one. Yeah, Santa certainly did come early for me. Yeah, Sniff.
Good after nap, everybody.
Right.
Blake's walked out and quit.
No, really?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. This message me saying I won't be here when you get here. I've walked out and quit. I'll give you the money for the fags when I see you. I just wrote, you fucking joking.
Right, so apparently we've got a CPU fan error, but we're not using a CPU fan, we're using a all-in-one cooler, so there's got to be something in here. But the CPU rater is already set at 5 gigahertz already. I've not had to do anything, it's already there.
There you go.
So I need to figure out why it's telling me that there's a CPU error, a CPU fan error, when I know that there's not. Yeah, he's a 5M bum now, Tezza, you see.
He's 5M bum.
Sniff is a 5M bum. Single cores is all done. And there's also load CPU 5 gigahertz overclock program on here as well, Raider. So I've already done that as well. Let's go back to the main. We need to go.
Yeah.
CPU cores are all set. That's all gravy, baby. And my phone's got 15% of battery. Yeah, it's about time he got himself back to some trucking and got himself out of fucking 5M. Why am I crouching on the floor when there's a fucking chair, perfectly good chair over here? Right. You are a fat slob, Jade. Fat pig. You can hear that woman burping like an absolute slob. Right, Jade. Woman. I think these monitors are twisted a bit, you know. I'll have to sort them out in a minute. Don't encourage her, she's bad enough as it is. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So, we should be able to stick this phone on charge. Welcome back, mate. So the PC is finally on the wall, but we're having a few issues. Apparently the CPU fan has an error of some sorts. I am streaming Wreckfest at 7 o'clock till 9. Jade wouldn't have a fucking clue where to start, Sniff. And I like my PC. I would not like her to be fucking about with computer parts. Right, the PC's just shut off. It's now doing the BIOS update. So we're just going to wait for that to sort itself out. Is it just you? If the answer is just you, then yes. Because the kids will be in bed and I don't want a house full of noisy people. Right, CPU fan error again, and I am using the correct header. No, I don't drink Corona, mate. I'm not a fan of beers. You know that anyway. I'm a cider man. Right, download the latest BIOS. Yes. I like this this little interface that ASUS have. Toffee apple cider, brothers, strawberry and lime. No, I've connected it to the AIO header, which is where it should be, Raider. The pump doesn't run on the CPU fan header, it runs on the AIO header. Yeah, you've got to change something in the BIOS settings. I had to do it on the old board as well. Because the only problem is it will crank the pump at a different speed. And I don't want it to, I don't want the pump to be going absolutely mad on the fan header because it thinks it's turning a fan instead of turning a pump. I've got the instruction book here somewhere, but you know what us men are like, fucking reading instructions. I read their shitty instructions and it still wouldn't turn the fucking computer on. Oh, well, mine's all set by the motherboard, so... Bum, 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 bum. Right, where am I? Right, so C is the... Where am I? Yeah, because if you use the, it says here, if you use a CPU fan header, it's 1 amp, 12 watts, and Q fan controlled, which I don't want. I want the 1 amp, 12 watt, full speed for the pump. So... Right. Yeah, no, yeah, your speed is set by Corsair. As I don't use anything like that. I use all of the onboard. That's why I buy a decent motherboard in the first place, because it's got all the headers that I need. But how is everybody anyway? Now that I'm actually here talking to you guys, how's everybody's day been so far? Well, apparently it didn't like the BIOS update for some reason. Apparently the BIOS update failed, which is not what I wanted to see. Wet and cold. Well, you won't be wet and cold when you come over here, mate, because I'll make sure the heating's on and it's nice and warm. So what are you buying us for dinner then, Matt? Oh, fucking get off my screen, you poxies. Golden arches, sounds good. I say Jade's finishing at 10, so are you working tomorrow or what? I don't know what the plan is for you tomorrow, like how long you're staying for or whatever. But yeah, you can come and jump in the stream with us. Got Sprog this weekend. All right, so you're so you tonight. It don't matter what sort of time you get home then. No worries. Sounds good, mate. Fast boots enabled. Blah 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 blah. Oh, what did I miss? Right, cool. No worries. Do do do. I don't know where Jade's gone. She's disappeared. Right. it's somewhere on here. Right, it's not that one. Yo, Callum's Gaming, how's it going, buddy? See, it's registering. It's registered. Registered. The pump is running because it's running at 2,454. I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Thanks very much. So the AIO pump is running, but for some reason it's still asking for. It's still asking for a CPU fan. I've set that to ignore. So I wonder if that will allow me to boot into Windows. Right, XMP is sorted. All of that's fine. Can you hear that? The fans have just kicked in. It's doing a fan calibration. Look in chapter 2. Chapter 2. No, nothing in chapter 2, Raider, about how to install an AI.
So I was just mooching.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I was just mooching through Facebook, right? And you know, Beer Keller in town, the German bar.
Right, yeah.
You know, they allow you to like dance on tables and stuff.
Yeah.
There was someone that had posted pictures of a conversation they'd had with them through a private message, and someone was like, "Oh, do you have CCTV? Because I was in there and I've now got severe bruising and swelling on my vagina after kamikazeing it onto a bench." And I feel like I've been like 10 rounds of Mike Tyson, and I'm walking like I've been done up by the arse by him as well.
and they're like responding like, normally we ask for photographic evidence for any injury, but we're going to pass on that one. If you could give us any like time or date reference, we can have a look in our CCTV. And then later on they're like, hoping your bits feel better. I thought that's hilarious.
Yo, Jack.
So,
She's got work at 3 o'clock till 10. Right, all in one cooler. So the pump's meant to go into there, and then the cables that come off of the fans are meant to go onto the CPU fan header and the CPU optional header. Right, so that's why, because all of mine go into a control board, and then from the control board into, they've got to go into a header somewhere. Ah, I know, I figured it. I know what it is, Raider. I know what it is. I know. I don't know if the cable's going to stretch to where it needs to go, but I know what the problem is.
have you put a cable in the wrong place?
Well, obviously my CPU header was on the right hand side of the board on the old board, so yeah, I just plugged it in where it came out of.
Oh.
Right, that would make so much more sense. Right, so save and exit. See, this is what I'm saying. When they fucking change shit about all the time, Raider, it pisses me right off. Just leave the fucking stuff where it's meant to be, and then we won't have this problem. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Oh yeah, we'll put it on this side of the board on this motherboard, and we'll move it to that side of the board on the other motherboard. You know, they're the same fucking brand. Just leave shit alone where it's meant to fucking stay. And it's not going to fit to where I need it to go. The cable's not long enough. You absolute fucking anus.
Have you got an extension?
No. Right, where's your phone? I know what I'll do. I'll put this one back in here. Like that. And I'll take the pump out of the header, out of the pump header, and put it onto the CPU fan. I'll trick the prick.
Trick the prick.
What a load of fucking palaver.
What a kerfuffle.
Right, where is the CPU? Is that CPU fan? I'm guessing it is.
You can't bring it. You can't bring
Or is
it
it up there? CPU fan and CPU optional. Right, okay, I know where to go now. All right, weirdo.
What? Give my baby kisses. Want peanut butter sandwich? For your little fatty face? Yes. Thank you. What was a juice in my handbag?
Oh my days, get on there. There we go. Right, so hopefully I have to leave soon. Yo, Banksy boy. Well, unfortunately, mate, you had to for a moment. And what the fuck?
We knocked that one. Remember when you'd have to unplug at least one of them every time you turned it on?
Yep, this is what this one's doing. This screen's being an absolute fucking knob.
There it is.
Oh,
Blue screen.
blue screen, fuck off.
Harley thought she'd join in with the clap in there.
Right, so we've jumped straight into the BIOS. Okay. Right. Da, da, da. Bonjour. Oh my days. All this crap coming up on my fucking screen. I'm all good, Scouts. Just rebuilt the computer, put the new motherboard and the i9 processor in. Having a few minor technical difficulties, but it seems to be running okay now. So the whole system is on. So we're just making sure that everything's all turned on and working properly. Hope you're all having a good day so far. Right, load CPU 5 gig overclock. Okay, let's go. Single cores, core limit 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, there. What did you do? What are you doing at the hospital? Ah, I get you. Right, let's make sure. Right, so we're updating the BIOS again. Oh, your BIOS version is already up to date. Nice. So it did do it, even though it said it didn't do it. And what an absolute twat! Because it told me that it failed to do it. I think as far as I'm aware. Why do you keep disabling the fucking XMP? I want the XMP to stay on. Right. So we need that to be on full speed. Right, manual. Apply. Right. Save and exit. Are you going to actually allow me to load? Ooh. It's overclocking by... Oh, why? Your PC device needs to be repaired. It doesn't need to be fucking repaired. There was nothing wrong with it. Right, enter recovery environment, press F1. Press F1, the computer resets and nothing fucking happens. A required device is not connected or can't be accessed. You need a recovery tool if you don't have installed media. I do have installed media. Oh my God. Take me to the BIOS. I bet I know what it is. I bet the M.2's not as the main drive. Betcha. Where am I? Boot configuration. So now it's not finding. See, it's there. M.2 is there. Why are you being such a fucking arsehole to me? Right. Don't say that, Raider. All my stuff is saved onto that M.2 drive. All my games, everything. See, I mean, it can see that the M.2 drive is there, but it's not giving me the option to boot from that drive. Oh, mate, that's going to be an absolute fucking pain in the arse if I've got to start all of that all over again. Shouldn't have to do that every fucking time, surely. Okie dokies. Right, that's all the other hard drives unplugged. And the phone died.